Okay, so it's that time of the month again when we're approaching towards the end of the month. And for many, many people, this is the time of the month. Well, it gets a little more challenging than ever to put a meal together. Today, I'm going to focus on breakfast foods. Here's the beauty part about breakfast foods: you can have breakfast morning, noon, or night, completely, totally interchangeable, and usually the least expensive route to go. By the way, I'm Jan, and I truly love to help people save money and more. Welcome to the channel. If you have not subscribed yet, I encourage you to do it because all the time I'm giving hints, tips, and tricks to saving money. This happens to be the no frills video version. It's a shorter, condensed version, a little bit longer than my other, little bit longer than a minute, excuse me, but definitely shorter than 5 minutes, 99% of the time. Sometimes I might go over a couple of seconds past 5 minutes. Anyway, thanks so much for being here. You know, a really huge mistake that people make when they do their grocery hauls, sometimes people just sort of forget like breakfast components, or they get so intimidated by the high cost of prepared packaged cereals. And I kind of agree with you on that. I always encourage people to purchase anything they ever get on sale. But if it just so happens that your favorite box cereal, you know, the kind that you would serve your kids sometimes, they could be anywhere from the sublime to ridiculous in price. Fractionally speaking, you can get much more bang for your dollar every time you introduce your kids to hot cereals like oatmeal, for example. But I'm not talking about the oatmeal in the individual packages. You could buy the grocery store brand one, you know, in the round container, the canister one that says quick oats, and it cooks in 1 minute. You don't have to fall for the trap of buying the individual packets, which are definitely much more money. You could literally pour some of the oatmeal, you know, the oats rather, into the bowl, put hot water in it, add a little bit of sugar, excuse me, cinnamon. And here's what I like to do: I take a little bit of powdered creamer, if you happen to have it. If you do not, that's okay. Some powdered creamer, you know, the kind that you would put into your coffee, for example. Put a teaspoon or a little more in that bowl. It's going to give it a cream of effect. So let's say you're creating your own cream of cinnamon oatmeal. That is just one aspect. Excuse me again. I should have taken my coffee with me, but I didn't. Thank you so much. Okay, so much for that. All right, so that's one aspect of it. Another thing is people recognize, oh my word, I only have 2 eggs, but I have 4 people to serve. That's the time when you start getting very, very considerate. When, you know, funds are low, you start ended up counting your eggs, your milk supply, your bread supply, whatever. If you happen to have more bread than eggs, you might want to consider just simple toast with butter, or you may want to create French toast, let's say 2 per person. And you could actually stretch out 1 egg to get maybe at least three pieces of French toast per egg. Now, if you have a larger egg, you could get 4. So you have to work accordingly and with what you have. Those are just ideas. Also, and I said this the other day in a recent video on the last Sunday chat, by the way, just for the record, I mentioned about other alternatives. For example, pancakes. If you happen to have flour and a couple of other ingredients, you don't need eggs to do this. You can make your own pancake complete type of mixture and keep it. Do it at the beginning of the month and put it in the refrigerator if you like. Put that jar in the refrigerator if you like. Just keep it there handy dandy, and you could make your own pancakes. No eggs, no bread needed. That is really a saver. Again, if you're making this for breakfast, you could do breakfast, lunch, or dinner. I can't believe I'm already at 4 minutes and 20 something seconds. Now, some might say, but I don't have any syrup. Get creative. You don't have to have syrup either. You might happen to have grape jelly or jam. You can make your own pancakes, roll them up with a little bit of spread of the jelly on top, whatever flavor you like, roll them up into a jelly roll and put some sprinkled sugar on the top of it, or some confectionery sugar on top of it. That tastes, to me, that tastes luxurious, sort of like a hot jelly donut, if you will. You do not feel deprived. This is just an idea of a bare bones recipe or two during some tougher weeks at the end of the month. I hope I helped. Come back tomorrow. We're going to talk about alternative cheap meals during this week. Have a great day. Take good care. Don't forget to click like, share, and subscribe. Thank you.